Hi everybody, and welcome back to Hex Token Channel. Great to see you all, and hope you guys are having a good time. Now, if you staked it, you're making it, and you're having a good time. So let's get into it, folks, and let's go for gold. Here we are, hex.com, the place we always like to start, the heart of Hex. Let's jump over to daily stats. We just finished a day 697, can you believe it? And of course, that was only about 10 minutes ago, something like that. And 29th of October 2021. What's our snapshot? So we've got 22.67 cents, so 0.2267. Now that's a snapshot after 24 hours. It's down 10.8%, so double digit down today, and of course pretty much down the last 6 days there. And except we had a couple good days back here on the 23rd. So 32 cents down there. What's our high? So yeah, 32.9 back on day 691, the 23rd of October. Now we're down to 22. Now this is in line with my pricing prediction. I'll leave that video in the video description. There's two of those, the original one and the update, and I'm probably going to do those every 6 or 7 days, so say weekly, and we'll see how that goes. And of course 10.8% back there at 22.6. Let's see, we're multiplier 4017, and so that's still up 4017x. So take that price there in terms and context of the all-time low back on the 5th of January 2025. All right, so I'm just going to make the screen a little bit bigger here. Let's be a bit more generous with the screen coverage. So a payout of 5.78, just slightly above average. So if you staked it, you make it. That's the whole point. T-share price 4,342. Man, oh man, if you're wanting to pick up T-shares, man, it's looking really good. And if you're new to Hex, man, these T-shares are fantastic level as well. T-share rate 19,144, no change. Interesting, no change for 2 days. So that's even good for you as well. Now, I want to talk about 19,144. Now, if you want to become a shark in stake wrap, and I'm going to do a video on stake wrap later today, so look out for that. That should be a lot of fun. So let's have a look here. 19. So if you need about well, I think it's 11,000 T shares to become a shark, and I think I can't remember the exact number, but maybe about 100 sharks, something like that, and maybe 120. And so let's have a look at that. So 11,000 T shares, and you need 19,100. So times 19,144, that equals you need 210 million 10 million hex to get that. So 210 million, that's what you need to become a shark. So I don't think there's many sharks coming anytime soon, and we're going to check out why in a second. All right, so here we are, folks. We're going down here, increase in T-shares, no change, pretty even. And of course, the APY, the annual percentage yield rate interest, plus early in-stake penalties, 37.01. So looking okay at 37. That's about what we expect, right? And of course, here's the liquidity in the pool, 136 million. We talked about if you want to become a shark, you need that 210 10 million. Hex, so that's certainly not available. So you're not going to get any sharks anytime soon. What you might get is some dolphins. So if you're used to stake wrap, that's called the staking leagues, pretty much. And of course, we're going to talk about that in the staking video. I'll release that in a couple hours time from now, so do catch that. It's going to be quite useful. All right, so liquidity pool, 136 million in there, up quite severe from yesterday, 26 million. That is a big jump. Let's have a look at liquidity pool, 27.8 million. So not so bad. So this is coming from somewhere else, the big jump, and we're going to find out why a bit later, hopefully. Liquidity pool, Ethereum 800 to versus 840, obviously reflecting the price, reduced price. Total value locked 14.27 billion, down with the price. Market cap 129.8 billion, down with the price movement. And of course, the share price, share market or T-share market cap is 47.9 billion, down with the price as well. T-shares pretty steady, just down slightly there, 1,752. That's good for you. Stakers, of course, 11 million and 32. And let's go here as well. Total supply, 635.5 billion, up 10.5 million with the minted inflation. Very cool. Circulating supply 572.6 billion, and most of that's in the Origin wallet, which helps support the market valuation, and that's down 68 million. Wow, wow, wow. So that's what's reflecting into this pool here is too. Obviously, liquidity provider adding tokens into the pool. Now, I probably should pull up the Uniswap pool to see how those are structured with the side version 3. allows you to do one-sided additions to the pool. So I would have to check that. I might do that after the live stream, and I might if I find anything, I'll show that in tomorrow's video. All right, so there we are. It's down 62 on circulating, so stakes coming out. Potentially some of that, about 26 million of that has gone into the liquidity pool, potentially, but it may have come from other wallets, so just take that into account. Stake supply, 62.9 billion, and of course, looking good, up 78. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Nice. Okay, so there we are, folks. So change in circulating supply is down. The majority of that's gone into stake. There's our answer. So it's just a matter of finding the statistics that you need. And of course, that's up a lot too. So nice, big, nice increase in stakes there. Very cool. Let's have a look. That's been short term, of course, and we have got the big staking candles coming out at the moment. So that's probably what's looping around. We're going to jump past the GA numbers there. Stake percentage 9.9, getting up near the all-time high again. 9.9 back there. Very cool indeed. And that means a good amount of staking going on. Payout per hex 63.7 million hex. Of course, that doesn't that goes to the stakers only. You can only access that when the stakes matured. And of course, penalties 1.5 million. Nice. That's a good day for us stakers. Nice penalties today. And of course, that volume is awesome. And when we get a price rebound, it's going to be volume times price, and those are going to be your mad gains. So awesome stuff there. Total holders 376,243, up 311. Another decent day, over 300. Nice. Now, obviously, once PulseChain launches, once we get virality and growth, that's when we want to get back into the thousands of growth wallets. Like we did about 50, 60 days ago. We're up at like 1,500 to 2,500. That's awesome. And of course, once we move to virality, we would reasonably expect 10,000 wallets a day. That's kind of where we're heading for, folks. And that would be a dramatic for the price. It would quickly eat up all of this hex in the market. If we go back here, this 136 million, it would quickly eat up that when you start getting enough wallet growth. So you've got two ways of eating up that hex in there: whales buying in, institutions, all sorts of stuff like that, and also a mass crowd, a mass adoption, that virality, as it were. So looking forward to that. We'll be monitoring that very closely on this channel. Change in current stake is 55. And change in total stake is 98, so still modest on at the moment, the last couple of days, taking that into account. So that will all resurge. There is quite a bit of people obviously concerned with the price pulling back of X, and so that may have affected some of it. Actually, it's actually when the price is cheaper, it's actually the best time to pick up stakes, and we have seen some of that behavior. So awesome. Change in total current holders is 257. Great. Fantastic. That's what we like to see, folks, and those are good numbers. So I hope you enjoyed that. That is the static number after 24 hours. Let's go look at the dynamic. That means the current price of it on the market. So global market cap 2.87 trillion, up almost 1%. Beautiful stuff. Bitcoin looking healthy at 62,000, but Ethereum really standing out at 4,400. Nice move for Ethereum. Obviously, Hex is down at 21 cents at the current moment, 16.58% over 24-hour period. So just slipped from our time snap that we just had about 10-15 minutes ago, but that goes up and down, folks. That's what we see. Interesting thing also, Binance is, I don't know how you point this out, but Binance is up pretty strong too at 533. That bodes well for PulseChain, right, when PulseChain's out. All right, so let's have a quick look at the charts here. And of course, we've got a big change here. So this is something big has changed. We've got, so we've got 88.2% in USDC, but it looks like quite a big shift here in the USDC on the version 3. I'm going to check that, and I may do a special video on that or talk about that tomorrow. Interesting stuff there, V2 to V3. So that's definitely something happened there. We'll go check that out. All right, so T-share price now 4,044. Man, it's awesome to pick up T-shares. DCA, dollar cost average, is what I always recommend as well. So check that out. Nice for picking up T-shares. We can see the price coming down here, and of course, it's coming to hit our support lines as well, which is in my price video. Don't forget to check that out. Seems to be very accurate at this stage. So do check that out. Now, obviously, that's pulled back the share rate as well, the T-share there. So that's good for people wanting to enter. We want that does help with adoption, and of course we just need to get out there and promote your Hex yourself. It's always good to promote your own project, especially when the prices are at this level. It's a great entry for a lot of people. Here's the share rate, of course, up and to the right, been flat for 2 days, but still up and to the right. So that's going to happen. And of course, our daily T-share payout has been pretty nice. Adoption, of course, moving along up and to the right. So we're watching that too. See adoption, nice. And so it's not as big as it was, but it's still tracking along, growing. And that's the main thing we want as well. All right, so pretty cool. Let's jump over to the chart. This is the three months on my favorite chart on stakes coming up over the next 3 months. And of course, you see we've got the 1st and 2nd of November, and then we've got the 6th of November, and then we've got a couple other ones here, but we've got these ones here, 2nd of December. We've got the 17th of December, and we've also got the 1st of January. So these are the interesting ones. If we expect a PulseChain launch around here, it'd be pretty cool. I do hope that Richard's able to get it up and running. Remember, it is a system state copy of Ethereum. They do have a few technical things to make sure it's all running smoothly, and they are adding obviously the fork and stuff like that. But I'm reasonably optimistic mid late October, December, sorry, and that would definitely be preferable, I think. And also the 2nd anniversary of Hex is on the 2nd of December. So interesting timing there. We'll watch out how this goes. Remember, a lot of these are Hex OGs rolling monthly to earn monthly income or quarterly stakes. So this stuff will all move forward at some stage, but they get less and less and less because the share rate typically is going up and to the right from when they actually staked it. So they're getting less shares all the time. So over time, that's going to have big impact. Plus, over time, we'll get more users, which we see every day. We get growing every day, so that's going to dampen out the effect in time. Obviously, that is an empirical question. We have to wait and see. All right, here we are. So we'll jump over to the Hex Bot and check out this. So this is the last 24 hours on the Hex Bot. This just Hex Bot shows you what are the big movements in Hex. And so we got 1.1 million Hex, 261,000 sold on Uniswap 22 hours ago. But we had this massive stake, 2.4 million, just staked for 5,500 for 5 days, 1,570 T-shares. Pretty nice, eh? Pretty nice indeed. So that puts them up in the good old dolphin level. So nice on that. 11.12 million US dollars staked for 100 days. So this is what I mean by these stakes that are getting rolled that we see back here. Stakes in these candles get rolled here, and this is what we expected to see at this time. Oh, jumping ahead of myself there. So that's what we expect to see, 2,800 T-shares for 100 days. That's why I said monthly and quarterly, you see this a lot. So there we are, another one there, staked for 200 days. Nice, 2,400. So you're getting these shorter, medium-term type of stakes. 1 million Hex just bought on Uniswap. Nice, so there's still big buying going on as well. And here's a big sell, 4.6 million. This is probably what really helped to take us down, was this one here with $1 million US. That was a pretty decent one there. But however, 1.5 million was bought at 440,000. So we're getting a bit of offsets there. And then you've got another one here sold as well. So we've got another one sold here. So we've got a couple big X sells there in the bag, but we did get 1 or 2 buys as well. There's another big sell. So sells outdid buyers, and so that's what's impacted the price as well. And but we're still getting a lot of big T-shares. Look at that. Woo, 10 days. See how short this is? This 15 million, 10 days, 3,770. They'll get less T-shares over time, even with the interest, and no doubt they're probably scraping the interest anyway. So just take that into account. There's another one, 2.3 million just sold. So quite a heavy sell down today, and buy these Hexkins here. All right, so that's that for that one. Let's jump over to the next one. Of course, PulseChain. Hey, my video is a bit longer than normal, 13 minutes and a half, but hopefully some interesting insights here for you today. The PulseChain report, bonding curve 1.05 goes up every day. Now, remember the tail end of the PulseChain, it was 17 days, but it keeps running. People are still sacrificing. I say don't sacrifice because of the rate. So this day 1, 20th of July, today, 29th of October. Number of days, 102 days, and it's going up after the actual 17 days by 1.5. Remember, the last 3 days were the flat bonus outside of the ranking competition. Day 1, X 144.98. So PulseChain sacrifice USD 1.5 cents at the moment, basically. So I would strongly suggest not sacrifice them if you're looking at that on a PulseChain. Just wait for the PulseChain to launch. All right, and try and pick up on any dips at all. All right, so very cool. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Looking forward to PulseChain, and catch me up for my Staker app video to come out later today. And I will catch you all then, or I will catch you tomorrow in tomorrow's daily update. Onwards and upwards, and stake it to make it. Get those T-shares while the price is cheap, and as well before the next parabolic rise. All right, bye for now. Cheers.